Hello and welcome to Not Your Mother's Midlife Crisis. I'm Chris, and there goes my wire. And this is my co-host, Chris. I
Hello.
spent so much time trying to fix that too.
I know. It just seems like it's that kind of week.
Yeah, well, whatever. I told Brian it won't stay.
No.
So anyway, it doesn't matter. Here we are. We're still doing this thing and
Yes,
loving
and
every
we're
second of
together.
it. That's right. This is our favorite time of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
So how are you?
Good. I dug out to get here of our blizzard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was, there's a lot of snow out there.
Yes.
At least it's not 10 degrees.
No. In fact, I was able to get out for a walk yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the snow as long as that wind stopped, because that was insane wind. A lot of down wires, electricity-wise, here on the island, and it's not that cold.
No, but I will tell you that I'm going to lose my mind because the gym, of course, was closed yesterday because of the snow.
Yeah.
And also closed this morning.
Yep.
Because of the snow. And it's only open for a few hours, which we're doing this and I'm working, so I can't get over there.
Okay. But all that shoveling was more than a workout, especially if you looked at Coach Rob's Instagram story about that is a better workout than an actual workout.
Yeah, and I did try and use my functional fitness. I did try to use my legs.
Okay, good girl.
Use my core.
I was shoveling
safe,
steps. I was dying. I'm like, am I going to be the person that has a heart attack? Because I was shoveling the steps and I was either going to fall from the wind knocking me over, or I was going to have a heart attack from the anxiety of it all together and the weight of the snow.
Yes.
Yeah. I was glad. I was in a full sweat. I'm like, yes. I'm sweating from the shoveling steps. I mean, granted, but there's 30 steps on each side of the front and the back. Yeah. So it was legit work. So anyway, so
over the snow. Yeah. Over.
The snow. Well, you're getting away from the snow. You are so we are recording a week early because we didn't want to miss an episode. And tell us about where you're going.
So I'm going to Florida with my sister Cindy.
Love it.
It's our annual trip. We're going to see my niece Kate at the University of Florida for Mother-Daughter Weekend. She's my goddaughter, so I'm hopping onto that trip like I did last year. And then the second part of the trip, we are going down to visit my parents.
Okay.
So that's more of a working trip because my mother keeps warning us that
tax season.
Work for us to do. So we're going to relax and do the whole college bar, basketball. Caitlin is an awesome hostess and has a great itinerary plan.
Love it.
And then, we'll be ready to go to work.
That's
and
really
my mother
cute.
put us to work. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I am sure that you're going to use all your travel safety tips that you gave all of us.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think about it.
And I will not leave my sister stranded by herself at a college bar or let her leave with somebody.
Is that her fear?
No.
I got to fix my pillow here. I'm so sorry.
Staying with the girls. Like I said, you need to never travel alone.
I love it. It's going to be a good time. Speaking of sisters, my sister had suggested a topic, my sister Corey, childhood friends, reconnecting. So girlfriends. And I'm not talking about, relationships where you're hooking up with the person, your high school boyfriend. I'm talking about people that you knew and that know you at a completely different level than the people that know you now, as an adult.
Okay.
So I think we've reconnected on Facebook and stuff like that, but I'm talking face to face in person. So do you have anybody like that?
So not a childhood friend that I've met up with. No.
Okay.
But I did have some really good friend, and it was more of a friend when I first had Seamus that I lost touch with. And you lost touch because of geography, both of us moved, just life, kids, and we would send a text happy birthday or hope you had a great holiday, those kinds of things, but not talking, not catching up, not face to face.
Right.
And we just did this past September.
I think you talked about it with us. Yeah.
And it was same thing. Got together for a long weekend, did a concert, did the whole thing. And it was just to reconnect and catch up for years, just to have those conversations about what has been going on and even struggles, whether it would just be with life, with health. Menopause was a big topic, and how we both were handling or not
Right,
handling
yeah.
or what the resolutions would be. But it was just such a great connection. It really kind of made my heart happy.
That's so
And
nice.
it really is the sign of, like, a true friendship when you can
Yeah,
just, like, have that time go past and, like, pick
right.
back up, and they do. Maybe it wasn't they didn't know me from childhood, but they kind of had
Well, yeah,
it's still been 22 years to know
yeah, it's
somebody.
still a long time,
Yeah.
and you probably have a lot of the same core memories from, like, raising your kids
Yeah.
that you could, laugh about or cry
Mhm.
about
Yes.
or just have that same intense feel and understand how the other person was
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, and
So
there were a lot of tears,
oh, I
a lot of
bet.
laughter,
Yeah.
but a lot of, like, understanding, and so it was really nice, and, I'm just very grateful, and even she was saying too, like, now you're at that time in your life that you can do that,
Yeah,
and then really
there's
set
time.
those plans and make that time and have that space and know how precious people are and that time together is, so
So I'll share this story after that, but you're making me think of something.
okay.
But like, I feel like these people are like, they know your biggest fears. They
Mhm.
know what made you happy. They know what you wanted to be when you grow up.
Yeah.
There are people that I can vividly remember in my childhood or, even young adult life where I knew like I really admired them and wanted to be like them. But I'm sure that there's this girl out there who has a horrible childhood memory
Oh,
from me, which you just dislodged. I think it was 5-year-old me.
okay.
5-year-old Chrissy Riley. I had a friend over for a play date and she wanted to leave. She lived a couple doors down and she could take the dirt road back to her house.
Mhm.
And she wanted to leave and I didn't want her to leave because she wanted to go get juice.
Okay.
So I sat on her and I wouldn't let her leave. And I may have been 30 pounds soaking wet. Like I was a scrawny kid
Yeah.
and I wouldn't let her leave. And she was crying. And I was like, we have juice here. You can have
Aw,
our juice. And my brother had to come out and save her.
really? Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
So not Tracy M, but Tracy D, who I don't really, I think I maybe 10, 15 years ago reconnected with her on Facebook. But Tracy D'Agostino, if you're out there, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to do it.
I promise I won't sit on you again.
I promise. If
If
we
we
get together,
reconnected.
we go out for when you can have whatever juice you want.
Yeah, we have juice.
I'll let you pick the
Yeah.
so, but there's just a lot of people out there in your life.
Yeah.
I could go through so many just different
Mhm.
memories of how I looked up to that person or that person, something about them just really impacted me. And, I would love to sit down and get a cup of coffee with any of
Yes.
them, cup of tea, whatever.
Yeah. And do you always wonder if I always think about there if your thoughts are out there in the universe that you're thinking about them, if they're also thinking about you?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, I wonder if like we're talking about core memories, good or bad and ugly. I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if I'd be one of her, that would be one of her ugly memories. Like that girl sat on me.
No. She could probably use as an example.
Yeah,
Like,
what
yeah.
not to do,
Yeah.
like how to not be a good friend. Worked on my friendships. I've gotten better,
You
right?
have.
I've gotten a
You're
lot
awesome.
better. There you go.
You're a great friend.
Yeah, it's I try. I
Yeah.
do try.
Yeah.
So, all right. What else? That could be something we could learn before we forget. But I know we have other things. What did you learn before you forget?
So this I thought was interesting, especially it's funny that you brought up my travel safety tips. Just saw this about a Venmo fraud scheme.
Okay.
So I had not heard of it before. So for all of those of us that have Venmo, you may see a deposit go into your Venmo account from an unknown person.
Hmm.
And maybe it could be a small amount, $100, $200. And then you'll get a message from that person saying, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I accidentally Venmoed you, but I didn't mean to do that. It went to the wrong account. Do you mind just sending it back to me? So of course you would think,
Of
well, that can
course.
happen,
Right.
There's, multiple people with the
Right.
same
You're in a
name,
hurry. You
whatever, they
don't
have the
do the
wrong
phone
account. So
verification.
you send them that $100 back. A few days later, you realize or you're notified that that account was fraudulent and they basically the $100 that they sent you was stolen money. They, like, defrauded the bank, they defrauded someone's account, so the bank is gonna come back and take that $100 out of your account. So, really, you gave them legitimate money, but they gave you fraudulent money, so then you're out the $100.
That
So
sucks.
yeah, so to be really careful and
Uh,
to be wary if anybody does that, to just wait, hold on,
don't
even contact
accidentally
the
send
yeah.
me money.
Contact the bank,
I'm not-
contact the
yeah.
bank. So I thought that was really good because 'cause we're
Yeah.
so quick to try and resolve something.
Yeah,
But
because they know it's taking advantage of people's honesty and
yes,
kindness, which is such a shitty thing
it
to do.
is. So, like, be wary for all of us with
Okay.
Venmo.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. All right, well,
Yeah.
more safety tips
Yes.
from
Mhm.
our
How
Chris
about
Oliver.
you?
Mine would be sleep is not optional. For a long time, and I'm not saying now, but as much I would always sleep for the next day. Like, I need to go to sleep at this hour to get my 8 hours because I know what tasks I need my body to
Mhm.
do tomorrow. I wasn't looking at, I need to have a consistent pattern of sleep to increase my longevity and keep my stress under control, or my sleep stress,
Yes.
or just the tension that's on my body. I'm not just saying it made me stressed, saying that what it does to your body when you don't have enough sleep. I remember, when we were, in our 30s and we're at work, be like, yeah, I only slept 5 hours, but look, I'm still crushing it here at work, and I'm here and I'm going to be energetic and I'm going to do 150%. And really, I was doing a disservice to my body. My body screaming at me like, "You're a stupid bitch. What are you doing?" And then, like, now, if I don't get like 7 hours, I go from being like a little combative, but in like a second, I could turn into a UFC fighter. Like, you blink of
Mhm.
an eye, I'm like a little on edge, and all of a sudden something happens. I'm like, "Let's go." And I don't, that's not a good thing. So
No.
sleep is not optional at any age.
No, and they've talked about you can never truly make up a sleep deficit.
It's
When you go
hard
into a
to.
sleep deficit, you're never gonna be able to
It's very
it's
hard.
gonna be difficult to catch up.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever tracked it on your Whoop, if you track your sleep deficit. I know Brian does. Brian's always in like a little bit of a deficit.
Yeah.
I've been in a plus.
Ooh, good for you.
I know.
I told you I slept really good last night.
You did? That's
Thank
good.
goodness. Mm,
I like it.
yeah. Maybe it was the snow shovel
Well, I bet you it was.
and all the
Honestly,
storm snacks.
had nothing to do with anything
Uh,
from the night before.
but I know personally, if I don't get enough sleep, especially consistent sleep, I actually get sick.
Oh, I feel
Like
like
I
I
get a
do too.
cold,
Yes.
and my daughter Lucy's the same way. She's somebody that needs
Yes.
sleep.
Yes. When I used to get a lot less sleep, I definitely was more prone to getting ill.
Yeah.
So that is another factor.
Mhm.
Very important.
And you're talking to somebody that loves to go to bed early. So maybe my sleep isn't always good just because of whatever hormonal
Yeah.
menopause, aging issues,
Yeah.
but I do try and get my sleep.
So no,
It
you're
does
pretty
fill it
good.
up.
And I usually am too.
Yeah.
In fact, I've like set a time. I'm like, okay, I don't care if what we're watching, whatever we're watching gets paused, and we do watch TV in the bedroom, but I'd
Okay.
rather watch it in there because then I'm already ready for bed. I hate when I stay up too late and then I got to do like, the 20,000 step process to go to bed,
Yeah.
between supplements and skincare.
I know.
So that adds another 20 minutes. So I need to go in at 9 o'clock. I need to go in. I need to do whatever I got to
Yes.
do. And then we can
Yeah.
figure out the rest. So
No. Yeah. Sleep is key.
sleep is very important.
That is a good one. Mhm.
All right. What about this pisses you off this week?
So this, I should say, it doesn't necessarily piss me off, but it's just something that I have realized. And I wanted to talk to you about it and see, is it just me or is it other parents of grown children?
Mhm.
Um, when I text the kids, call the kids, I'm always like, hey, how was your weekend? How's your week going? How are you? How are you feeling?
Check it in,
Checking
but trying to
in,
check in on every basis.
everything like that, just to see whether it be classes, their social life, how was your Valentine's Day?
Right.
Say hello ask how their significant other is. And then I've taken notice that they never asked me. Neither one of them said, oh, how was your weekend? Or what did you do this weekend? Or what are you going to do this weekend? Or how are you feeling?
I will tell
I will
you,
tell you, I'll tell them this is what I did. Like I'll say, oh, we did the Winter Warrior picture, but it wasn't because they asked what I did that weekend,
because you just shared.
because I just shared. So then, um, I was like, oh,
It would be
I
nice.
it would be nice, but then I was looking back, I'm like, when I was in my 20 or early 20s, that
Right.
I don't know if I said to my mom,
I
"Oh, how
don't
are you?
know.
How are you doing? How are
Right.
you doing? What's going on?" Like, I don't know if I cared.
I think
So
I
that's
didn't want to know the answer.
correct.
Uh, but I will say the the girls are really good, and I think that came with a little bit more maturity and
Yes.
age. When my whole thing with my legs happened, they were like on me, asking me everything, like telling me what I should and shouldn't do. They were parenting me a little bit, which is sweet. I'm not
Mhm.
going to complain about that ever. And they still do. They will ask. They are very good. They're not as good as, I mean, they haven't asked really about my legs that much, but that's okay because I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah. So would
And
they say, "Hey, what did you and dad do this weekend?"
oh, they definitely are really good
Okay.
about that for the most part.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I will tell you, I had a conversation with Erin about, like, what shows have you been watching? Blah, blah, blah. And if you and dad suggest that show to me again, I'm like, that is 14-year-old Erin telling me that she's not going to do something because I said you should do it. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're the one missing out here. I don't care. It's like, yep,
Okay.
I ignited the gremlin time.
All right. So maybe it is just me.
No, it's not just you. I think
Okay.
but they didn't do what I'm saying is they do it now, but
But
they
they didn't do it
definitely
before.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all about them, especially when they were in college.
Okay.
It was more about what they were going through and being
Okay.
so in tune to them, which really is going to lead into my letter to my younger self. I didn't tell you what pissed me off. I
No.
forgot.
Yeah,
So making the bed. It's just such a, like when you take the sheets off and you wash them, like I love getting into a crisp, clean bed, clean sheets.
Yes.
Making the bed you can end up in a full sweat. Like it's just, I've gotten better, but it's just not one of my favorite things. It's an inconvenience, not a tragedy. I get that.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that, but it's just something I don't like. I wish do I wish someone else would make the bed for me? I think so. I do. Well, Brian does make it. If he gets out of bed first, or if I'm awake when he's awake, I will jump out of bed.
Oh, so he has
I
to
will
make
wake
it?
up first because he likes to
Oh.
make the bed. It's part of like his
Yeah.
drying off process. Like if I'm kind of awake but not really sure, I won't stay in bed that extra minute. I will jump up so he makes
Okay.
the bed and I don't.
All right. No, I don't mind making the bed. In fact, I like to make the bed knowing it's that whole, even if my day goes to shit, at least my bed's made. That kind
Okay.
of attitude I have. And I do love when
Clean
like getting in a
sheets.
freshly
Yeah.
made bed. That's really nice.
Mhm.
But I do hate making Lucy's bed because she has the bunk bed. You know that because I bought the
I
bunk
bought
bed
those
from
stupid
you.
bunk
Yes.
beds.
And guaranteed I'm like concussed every time I try and make the bed.
And
Even though I know not to
there's
move my head, I still hit my head.
there's like a little space, you know.
Yeah, and they just shimmy
Yeah.
through to get
Oh, the top bunk's the worst.
Yeah.
I always thought the bottom bunk was the worst. No, the top bunk is way worse.
So I'm climbing up this ladder.
Yeah, you climb up
This
and it's
bed.
up there and it's rickety. I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
do hate making.
I get it. I think you could probably take them down and put them side by side.
Yeah.
I think we looked into it before. I
Did
don't
you?
know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's 5 years now.
I know.
Almost 5 years, right?
No, it's been over 5.
Well,
December.
yeah, for you. I'm
Yeah.
thinking okay.
Yeah, in June it'll be
Yeah.
5.
5 for you.
Mhm.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that
Congrats.
crazy?
Yeah,
I
good for
know.
you.
Congrats to you too.
Thank you.
All right. So what is your letters to your younger?
Okay. So I feel like this gets kind of deep. So at least for me, I don't know what I read or what made me discover this, but a lot of my parenting was wrapped in the fears that I felt as a child and the lack of guidance I felt throughout my life. No offense. I mean, my parents are both gone, so I can't really be offended. I'm terrible.
No, you're not.
Anyway, so they won't be offended. But I learned in a way, like I wasn't really trying to control things. I was kind of control the outcome. And then I also wasn't trying to limit them, but I was trying to like eliminate the pain that they would feel. But for them, as am researching, learning more self-awareness that I may have put on them that the world is not safe and you can't handle it.
Okay.
And that was not ever my intention. I always wanted to anticipate what was going to happen. And we talked about this before. Like I said, hey, there's a train a mile down the road. I'm trying to tell you how to stop it. But what I said is, you can't handle it. So let me do it for you.
But is that that's what
I
they
don't-
interpreted versus?
I believe one of my children has definitely interpreted that way.
Okay.
And so I'm going to make myself cry. There's a real hard part of me that I can't take that back. Like I already fucked it up. I can't take it back. I can't fix it.
So we've talked about this before and you didn't fuck it up because it all came from a loving
Yes.
place because we love and adore them. And we were
always in that
but we were doing it from
fight and flight.
fight and flight. And the same thing because of maybe our experiences, because I'll say to you, like, maybe mine was a little bit of the opposite. And, again, I don't want to offend my dad, but he was a bully. And so he was always like, like, do it this way. And so, and not supportive. And you were almost like, God, if you didn't, then you would be like, I told you so. I told you so. That kind of thing. So you kind of like walked to bed on eggshells. And I didn't want my kids to do that. I wanted them to have like their own experiences and to feel supported and to feel that they could come and talk about anything. And I never wanted to give like, you have to do it this way and this is the way it has to be done. So, but maybe they think, like, God, like, I wish you would have told us that. I don't know. But I feel like it's still all coming from a place of love. And
Right.
yeah, so we're sorry to our children if they didn't see it that
Sorry.
way, but we really did.
Yeah.
We wanted what was best for them.
Yeah, yes, I did never want to make them feel that I didn't feel they could handle it. Just
Correct.
wanted them to never have experienced pain,
Yeah.
or disappointment.
Yeah. Or at
So,
times, like we said, like, the lives that our childhoods of being like feral cats and just being like at times,
yes.
like kind of just like left to
Oh,
go
yeah.
do whatever you want to do,
Right.
you know?
I mean, all those reels were out there about those 80s kids.
Yes. Huh?
We're not making this shit up.
No. Yeah. We're not.
We're not doing it.
So I think that's where
Chicken
it
fi
is. Like, it is that.
Yeah.
It's that protection and you don't want them to be hurt and you don't want them to have like unnecessary pain or heartbreak.
Right.
I mean, I know that's life. It's always just going
I
to
know.
happen, but
But if you
to
but
insulate
again,
it. Yeah.
would I change it? So my letter to my younger self would be to try to live a little bit more in the moment and not be I was always in a rush to fix whatever I saw, to be more patient and
Yeah.
step back and give it more of a chance rather than being like thinking that I'm the superhero coming and saving them.
Okay.
I would just try to make sure that they're their own superhero. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. Well,
let's move on to
you're a
50
rock s
Shades.
no, I have to do my letter.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm like,
Unless you don't wanna
just
hear
get me
my
off this
letter.
letter.
No, my
No,
letter,
I want to hear yours.
I think, in fact, I think I sent you where I got my letter from, like the premise behind it. And it was like the myth or the belief was that women fade in aging.
Yep.
Like you
They're
just
not important.
disappear and you're not important. Your voice isn't important. You're not important. Your feelings.
Right.
So I think my letter would be give that whole myth of that fading and aging the big middle finger.
Yeah.
And that it's always going to be, I mean, I have a big belief it's your body, your rules. So if you're taking your HRT because you want to have good sleep and good sex and muscles and health, then that's your right to do so. But I feel like this time in our life for aging, see it as where you can have more strength, more guts, more
Yeah.
of a
I
voice,
like it.
um, and don't be afraid to age. Like
Yeah.
embrace this chapter. Like we talked about, to reconnect with friends and do things that you want to do. And
I mean, I know that we're aging. I know we do this whole podcast about
I
aging,
know.
but I don't think mentally we always still feel like we're young. And I just live there.
Yes.
I don't, I mean, sometimes I'll feel discouraged a little bit about, aging, and that's more vanity. That's where that comes in, the
Correct.
vanity of, wrinkles and
Yeah.
skin and all that stuff. But as far as how I feel and how I move, for the most part, I'm like, yeah, I'm not old,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
All right. Thank
I
you
like
for,
that.
for that pick me up because I needed, I
Yeah.
was in
So
the
give
toilet
aging the
there.
middle finger.
There you go. Right there from us.
Hmm. All right. So
Oh,
now you can do 50
now,
shades.
so I went and had my hair colored last week and I was talking to Rex. Hey, Rex, about all the different straightening treatments because she was looking
Oh, yes.
into getting certified, or she may have already done it, to Pura Lux, which
Okay.
is a formaldehyde-free smoothing straightener treatment that is made with amino acids. She said that she does think that it might lighten your hair a little, but it's not supposed to lighten as much as I've experienced. And I was reading up on it, and it did say something about okay for blonde and gray hair, which I think
Oh,
you had asked me
yes.
about, but I don't know. And
Okay.
so everybody's just got to stay tuned, but everybody just let's look into and find out about Pure Lux. I know Rex is going to do like a trial of it on one of our listeners, a
Okay.
different Tracy,
Oh, okay.
another Tracy, who's always sends nice stuff.
To see, it would be interesting to see if it lasts longer than a keratin treatment or Brazilian blowout.
I think it lasts longer than that, but not as long as like the Magic Sleek or the Cezanne.
Okay.
She said she still sees the Cezanne in my hair.
Okay.
I'm like, how can you tell? She's like, it's not frizzy. I'm like, good
Okay.
indicator.
So yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I will
Okay.
keep you posted.
All right.
Do you have a 50 Shades?
I do have 50 Shades. It was actually, I have to thank you. It was a recommendation that you made when we were down in Cape May for our Girls' Day.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know how you pronounce it,
Spongel.
Spongel.
Yeah.
And I bought one at the store, based on your recommendation, and I love it.
Yeah.
So it's the sponge that has the soap built in. The smell is phenomenal. It definitely really is a good exfoliator,
Yeah.
like in the shower, and it's lasted a really long time.
They do last a long
Mhm.
time, and then I would still use it even after it runs out with just, like, regular soap,
Yes.
and then eventually I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
it's time. It's
But
time
then
for a new one."
but
They
I'm
last a
definitely gonna buy a
while.
new one.
Yeah,
And
I
it wasn't that expensive thinking about the number of uses that it would get out of it.
right, and I mean, what's a bar of s I mean, yes, it's gonna be more than a bar of soap, but you're getting more out of it than a bar of soap,
Yes.
you know, because 'cause you're getting the
Mhm.
exfoliant
Yeah.
and the good smell. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. It was nice. And it's
Yeah.
not like you haven't hang the loofah on in the shower, like, this was
Yeah.
easy, and I like the fact that then you can just toss it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of my
So the
favorites.
Spongel, I would recommend.
Okay, cool,
Yeah. So
cool.
that was my 50 Shades.
Alright.
Is really yours. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's 2 people that
Yeah,
liked it, so people are looking for a recommendation.
I know.
Now it's 2 for 2.
And
That's
I could
funny.
see it really being good for if you're gonna go on a trip and just pack a fresh one
Okay.
and then just use it while you're away. So especially if it's gonna be
Or if
like
you
a
just
week and then just toss it.
cut one,
Oh, yeah.
cut
Oh,
a
that's a
piece
good
of it
idea
off
too.
if you're
Mhm.
gonna travel,
Yeah.
because you can or just
Mhm.
yeah. If it's brand new, you might have to use a knife and
Yeah.
slice it, but yeah, I definitely could see I wonder if they have little travel size ones.
I bet they would. Not
If not, then they are now,
Mhm. I know.
because
Mhm.
everybody listens to us.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, I hope you have a great time on your trip,
Thank
and
you.
I'm glad we were able to record ahead of
Yes.
time. So,
It'll be good.
lucky listeners that we were able to fit this in,
I
right?
know.
Lucky us,
Mhm.
double time
I'll give you the
today.
update. Give the
Yeah, I
update when
can't
I
wait
get
to hear when
back.
you come back.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. I don't know who we have when you come back. It's looking too far into the future. I think we're actually just the 2 of us when you come back,
Oh, good.
possibly.
Alright, so we can get caught up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
could be
And we're
wrong.
gonna have our big countdown to the wedding too.
Big
So
countdown
when we get
wedding and
back,
big
yeah.
countdown to us doing this for 1 year.
Yes.
Both things going on.
We have some ideas for our 1 year.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We have ideas. If you have ideas, send them in.
Yes.
Any guests, we did ask if you have any guests that you would like us to have or topics you want us to cover, please let us know. We're always have listening ears ready and available.
Yes.
So, all right, well, thanks to our affiliates, we
Yes.
have the Pelvic Floor Store, Patricia Drain, their gift is our niche, and underoutfit.com.
Yes. And remember, we have our merch that you can order online. I
Yep.
know Callie has filled some
She's filled
orders
some
and shipped
orders.
some things out. Please make sure to download, to share, to follow on Instagram, TikTok.
That's right.
Or-
YouTube,
Yeah,
all the things.
we really appreciate it,
Yes, we
especially all
do.
those downloads.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
do. So until next week, where we continue to seek answers for women's healthcare,
And support one another.
have a good one.
Thank you.